Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Island of Rob. This week I'm going to be talking about social anxiety in the gym, or just general anxiety when performing physical activities, because it's a big thing. It's been affecting a lot of my friends recently. I've been seeing a lot of videos, especially one really beautiful one from Gaming to Lose, where she shared a lot of information about some problems that she'd been having in the gym, and it really drew it back out to me of being a genuinely decent problem. It is really, really easy to be in the gym and to hear someone laughing and assume they're laughing at you, because the second you step foot in there, if there is a specimen in the gym that makes you look like some kind of amorphous biscuit, you're automatically going to be thinking like, wow, I'm a long way away down the scale from how they are. And that can be really damaging. It can make things really hard. It makes you unable to work out because you're sitting there thinking like, oh, I wonder what they're saying, I wonder what they think of me. And it is a really difficult habit to get out of just feeling and thinking that way, because I don't know about you, but I have felt that way for a long time when I go into the gym, and I still feel that way now. I mean, I'm 7 stone down from what I was, but I still feel like that 23 stone guy. I still feel as conscious about my physique as I ever did. Don't get me wrong, I've done things that I would never have done at that weight, because of confidence given to me by people like yourselves on my channel who talk to me and give me beautiful compliments. But the thing is, still in the back of my mind, I panic about that. I nearly didn't submit my before and after photos to the DDP yoga website because I was worried about people seeing me with my shirt off. And that is how bad it got, and how bad it still is. I still am really not comfortable with my body in that way. And to be honest, I don't think anyone ever will be. I don't think there's going to be a point where anyone looks in the mirror and goes, you know what, I'm there, perfect, done. It's going to be a consistent battle and struggle with yourself. And it's one of the biggest issues that people face, is the actual fight with themselves. There's a few tips and tricks you can do to try and help the anxious feeling in the gym. Number 1, music. Music is a really useful thing to use in the gym. Pop your music in, and that way you're in your own little bubble. Try and zone out the world around you. Don't get me wrong, if you're on machines where you need to keep an eye on, need to listen out for instructions, feel free to leave an ear out. However, if you can put both ears in and just zone out the world, you won't hear the laughter, so you won't worry about who it's directed towards. Secondly, clothing. Clothing can be a really important one. I remember playing squash with a good friend of mine when I was at the top end of my weight scale. I wore a hoodie that I liked, however, didn't really think about how suitable it was to play squash. Every time I reached for a shot, it pulled up and revealed my muffin. And I felt really self-conscious playing it. I didn't play very well because of it. I got annoyed because of it, and I ended up leaving the whole experience feeling sour towards it. So make sure, no matter what, you wear clothing that is comfortable to you. It doesn't matter effectively like how you look, as long as you feel comfortable. That's got to be your number 1 routine. I mean, obviously wear things that are appropriate to the exercises you're going to be doing, but feel comfortable in them. Don't wear something skin tight just because someone says you have to wear something skin tight, or wear another t-shirt on top of it or something like that. Make sure you feel you're wearing your armour in the gym. Make sure you're wearing something that you're going to feel comfortable in and you're going to not be self-conscious in, because if you're doing that the second before you've walked in the door, you're hindering yourself. It's going to be harder for you to work out. It's going to be harder for you to be comfortable. Okay, so we've got music, clothing. One really difficult one, and especially if you're a socially anxious person, but I suggest you give it a go now and then, is if there is someone in the same working area as you and you're feeling conscious or feeling unsure about it, why not go up and have a chat to them? Go ask them what their regime is, what they're doing, what exercises they're doing. And don't get me wrong, don't be creepy, don't just stand there and chat to them for an hour and a half asking every single thing about their details, but just talk to them. Because if you kind of know the person, it's a lot better than not knowing the person. And sometimes you'll be surprised with the things you'll learn. And it sounds really weird, but I have gained a few friends from doing this. I've gained definitely training tips and exercises that I never would have done if I hadn't have spoken to people in the gym like this. Because they're there for the same reason as you. They're trying to get fit. They're trying to make themselves a better version of themselves. So talk to them, find out how they're doing it. Back when I was doing the half marathon at the Eton Dorney Lake, you can check out the review of that in my reviews playlist if you want to. But there was a guy called Lee. Now Lee is built like a tank, and he has a body type that I would kill for. And he was a really like vocal guy during the run, and he was cheering us on, which was fantastic. But I made sure I went and had a chat to him, and it was fantastic to have a chat to him because it turned out that he was on a weight loss journey as well. He had lost loads and loads of weight, and he started in a very similar body type to me, and it's really good to find out that you can strive and get to those goals that you're vying for. So you'd be surprised what you learn if you take the time to actually talk to people and maybe just push yourself out of that comfort zone just a little bit. As I've said in these things before, you must always be prepared to fail. Don't beat yourself up. If you go to the gym and you do have a conscious session where you don't feel right, you haven't had a very good one, you know what? The hardest bit about going to the gym is walking through that front door. If you have been to the gym, you have made a massive conscious effort to make yourself better. Maybe you haven't had the best workout, maybe you have had times where you felt a bit rubbish, but you got there and it's better than doing nothing. Getting to the gym is much better than staying on the sofa. So always console yourself with that fact that if you tried, at least you tried. So you failed today, it doesn't mean you're going to fail tomorrow. So guys, those are my little tips and tricks to help you with social anxiety in the gym. Don't get me wrong, there are still lots of things that could befall you and lots of issues you might have. If there are any issues that I haven't mentioned that you don't think that will help you from the previous, send me a comment below. I'll look into it, I'll have a think, and I'll get back to you. Hopefully we can figure something out for you. If you have liked this video or you have found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell icon to make sure you get notified when there is a new video on my channel so you don't miss any of this content. And I just want to say thanks to everyone who does subscribe to me, who does watch these videos. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, and it is made even all the better by the fact that we are now over 100 subscribers and I've got my own custom URL, which is really good. I mean, we are growing slowly as an Islander community. However, I like to feel that I have got some of the best subscribers on YouTube. I've got some fantastic people that talk to me, ask me questions, and genuinely strive to make themselves better. And in the end of the day, that is the best type of person. Now, take care of yourselves, guys. Be yourselves, be confident, and just do your best. And be your own island.